Welcome to the opening ceremony of the 2026 Art Museum Olympic Games.
This is a dream come true. After years of intense training, persevering through multiple career-threatening injuries, flat feet, boredom, stagnant wages, it is my distinct honor and privilege to represent the security department at this 75th Olympiad. The torch has entered the stadium, carried by decorated Olympians from the host department. Look at that flame! Look at that giant, uncontrolled flame, burning very close to highly flammable materials. Folks, cavorting with a gigantic open flame is what we in the security and safety biz would term dangerous. Pardon me, security, step aside, please.
And as chairman of the Art Museum Olympic Games, it is my honor to ignite the Olympic cauldron with this torch, an everlasting flame that has burned bright for 200 years. May this flame never be extinguished. May it never be snuffed out. May it never be smothered, blown out, stamped out, doused, or otherwise quenched. May it... Our torch! That fire burned for 200 years before you came along and snuffed it out.
Do you feel that?
Feel what?
Heat, radiating off me, a fire in my belly. The human spirit can never be extinguished, and that's what we're celebrating here today, the fire that burns within us all. Metaphorical fire, which poses no risk to this extremely flammable bunting.
The departmental procession is underway. Don't you have some hapless visitors to harass and harangue?
Don't worry, Mr. Chairman. I deputized my son, Stan. He's keeping an eye on the museum while I'm away.
You left your son in charge to oversee a collection worth billions? How old is your son?
Either 12 or 13. We're not quite sure.
I'm seriously questioning your judgment right now.
Stan is a pro. He's a really good watcher. Did you know he can go a full hour without blinking? Sometimes he'll just stare at a wall all day.
I hope he gets a break.
He takes a lot of naps. Sometimes he sleeps 12 hours a day.
Sounds like your son is suffering from depression. Have you had him screened?
Oh, he's not depressed. He's just lazy.
Whoa. You can't say that. Don't you know how dangerous it is to perpetuate that kind of stigma?
You're the one perpetuating stigma, insinuating my son must be bad at his job. Maybe instead of focusing on his job performance, you should focus on yours. The procession is processing, and a cat's got your tongue.
Collections management.
Our registrars, art handlers, and conservators, all dedicated to the preservation of our collection. You'll notice the athletes have been similarly preserved, mummified as an homage to the work they do day in and day out at the museum. How will this affect their performance in the games? I can't imagine you can move swiftly when all your internal organs have been removed and placed in canopic jars and you're swaddled in white linen bandages.
Human resources.
These unique suits are sewn together from a patchwork of pink slips. During the last Art Museum Games, HR simply fired the other participants. They ended up medaling in every competition. I believe that loophole was closed for these games.
Design department.
Ooh, there's bad blood between design and security. Our departments have been fighting a cold war for years. Looks matter, that's their motto. How shallow is that? Meanwhile, in security, we probe deeper. We want to know every detail about who you are as a person, your line of work, all about your family and known associates, your hopes and dreams, your date of birth, your mother's maiden name, your social security number, and your criminal record. So, philosophically, we don't see eye to eye. Anyway, I'm sure you can see the design flaw in their outfits. Actually, you can see everything, because they're wearing blueprints, made from tracing paper.
Philanthropy department.
Our philanthropy colleagues roll out the red carpet for our trustees and donors, and their outfits today are cut from the same cloth. Check out their toned arms. These athletes spend all day raising money. Fasten a few money bags on a barbell and lift. How about those muscles? From rubbing shoulders with the rich all day. This department is probably the greatest physical threat among our competitors.
Last and least, Security Department.
Observe our security guard Olympians garbed in winter parkas. We were fully prepared for a frosty reception. After all, no one likes to be told what to do, but these games are a chance for us to revamp our public image. Notice our barbed wire pauldrons. This represents the public's perception of us, unfriendly, unapproachable. But beneath, the lining of our parkas is made from 100% mohair, ethically sourced from the Angora goat, one of the softest materials out there. We want the public to know. We have hearts of gold, and we're here to prove it at these games.
Dear colleagues, we are gathered here today to celebrate the passion and zeal of the Modern Art Museum employee. Typically, this is where I would ritually light the Olympic cauldron, signaling the official start of the games. But Art Cop snuffed out the Olympic spirit, so I guess we'll all just go back to work. Thanks for coming. And
Alrighty, I think you're being a little dramatic here. I'll just ask my sound effects guy to pipe in the sound of a roaring flame. Jerry, could you help us out?
let the games begin.
Welcome to this introvert's worst nightmare. The telethon. Ooh. But I've been training for this grueling event since the last games, when I had to bow out after suffering a debilitating injury a mere 3 hours in. Yes, at the end of a call with a potential donor, I accidentally said, "Love you, bye," came up wincing. I was immediately airlifted to the nearest hospital. Turns out my pride was hurt. Well, you don't come back from that. Anyway, after a lengthy rehab, I'm back and ready to redeem myself. The rules are simple. Call potential museum donors and raise as much money as possible during the allotted 24-hour window. The philanthropy department has won this event every time the games have been held, going back to ancient Greece. Talk about a ringer. But this is our year.
Callers, prepare to dial. On your mark. Set. Go!
Yes, hello?
Give me all your money.
Oh my! Is this a heist?
Yes, this is Heist. You know, the #1 ranked podcast according to... my girlfriend?
Your girlfriend? I hear she's so busy, she can't even be bothered to be a character in this season.
My son/cat, Stan. He listens.
I don't speak feline, but that sounded like a 1-star review if ever I've heard one. But don't fret, dearie. It takes all kinds to make a world. And there are over 8 billion people on this planet. Surely somebody out there enjoys participating in and or listening to this podcast.
Anyway, I'm calling on behalf of the redacted. Can we count on your financial support?
Tell me, if I donate, what would my money be used for?
Picture this. State-of-the-art surveillance cameras. We'll be able to zoom in so close, we can tell you whether that's melanoma or a mole on your nose. How about the latest in touch deterrent technology? If a visitor reaches out to touch the art, a swarm of quokkas will be released into the gallery. These majestic marsupials are so cute, our touchy visitors will forget to feel up that 15th century Flemish tapestry. Finally, you'll be funding our PSYOPs campaign. To subtly discourage folks from visiting the museum, we'll hire thousands of social media influencers to leave 1-star reviews, lamenting everything from our cockroach-infested check room to the stench of sewage wafting through the galleries to the prominent placement of the director's daughter's watercolors next to the war halls. Now, I know what you're thinking. Art Cop, don't you love your museum visitors? Yes, at a distance. As they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. I could love our visitors even more if they were thousands of miles away.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any interest in supporting a police state. Bye-bye now.
Try again.
Hello, this is Andre.
Hi, Andre. I'm calling from the redacted. I'm sorry, is this a bad time?
Not at all. I'm just flushing money down the drain.
You're what?
When you're a multimillionaire like me, eventually you run out of stuff to buy. So now I'm just throwing money down the drain. Bon voyage, Benjamin!
Have you ever thought about donating that money instead? To the redacted, perhaps?
Oh, I'm leaving a generous bequest.
So, a posthumous donation?
Correct.
How old are you, Andre?
I just turned 43.
I see. How would you say you're doing health-wise? Any sudden onset terminal illnesses run in your family?
We used to joke the Jeffersons found the fountain of youth. My grandfather lived to be 103, and his father lived to be 108.
Uh-huh. So, if we needed an advance on that money...
What's going on at the redacted?
I need to raise money quick to get the gold.
Ah, gold is a sound investment in these uncertain economic times. You know, before I retired, I did a lot of coaching. If you're interested, I could offer you some advice.
You want to coach me?
What if I told you I could guarantee 0 risk of loss?
As an incurable perfectionist and fierce athletic competitor, that sounds amazing. You really think you can get me the gold?
Absolutely! For the low price of $1,000 a month for the rest of your natural life.
I don't know if I can afford that.
You absolutely can. Consider it an investment in yourself, in your dream, in a can't-miss, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Because the U.S. Mint is only releasing a handful of these commemorative gold medallions. So, act now!
Okay, I'm in.
Fantastic! I'm going to transfer you to my associate, Ronnie. She'll get all your information. Just stay on the line.
All our agents are presently busy. Please hold, an agent will be with you shortly. Please hold, an agent will be with you shortly. Please hold, an agent will be with you shortly.
Well, I've been on hold for 23 hours. Any second now, Mr. Jefferson will return and coach me to victory. I can feel it. My hand is cramping from holding this phone, and the hold music is etching itself into the folds of my brain. But I am an endurance athlete, and I won't give up. I just have to hold on, and...
Time's up. Hang up your phones.
But So I didn't raise any money for the museum. And while I may be a loser, at least I'm not a sore loser. I did yoga and some light stretching to prepare, and I'm being careful not to physically exert myself in any way. All I can do now is rest after this grueling challenge, nourish my body with potato chips and ice cream, and prepare myself for the trials ahead. On to the next event. What? What's that? I can't hear you over this hairdryer. Oh, I'm just doing some warm-ups. For the next event, I'll need to be full of hot air, so I'm blowing this hairdryer directly into my mouth. Yep, nice and dry. We're here at the boardroom for our policy proposal game. Points are awarded based on how far removed the policy is from the reality of day-to-day museum operations. All athletes must speak in corporate jargon. To summarize, let's circle back and touch base so we can get the ball rolling and hit the ground running. Now, although my language suggests intense physical activity, you may be surprised to learn we will not actually be exerting ourselves whatsoever. Just as the original Olympic Games celebrated feats of athleticism and the beauty of the human body in motion, the Art Museum Games celebrate the sedentary lifestyle of the modern office worker. When you look at me, I want you to feel the same eye strain I do when I stare at a computer all day.
Athletes ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
I'd like to open this meeting by noting we fell short of our attendance goal for the fiscal year. This is the time for out-of-box thinking. Here's a suggestion. We buy a fleet of ice cream trucks. Then, we drive around the neighborhoods selling ice cream laced with nanobots. Once ingested, these nanobots will travel through the bloodstream and latch onto the cerebrum, hijacking the brain. A pre-programmed ad for the museum will run on a continuous loop. Timmy Two Scoops and Penny Popsicle will be singing our praises. Literally.
10 points to the Director of Finance.
Outsourcing our marketing. Genius. My only concern is this. Would we be violating any child labor laws?
Can what we're doing here each day really be described as work? I don't know about you, but I'm having fun. We're like family here. And you don't have to report your family's taxable income to the IRS.
I know we're all looking for proactive, innovative solutions to our problems. Personally, I'm concerned with optics. You know what's a bad look? Our janitors wandering around, pushing cleaning carts, sweeping up trash, cleaning bathrooms. No one wants to see that, okay? People come to the art museum to see beauty. They don't want to be reminded that dirty diapers and dust bunnies exist. So here's what I'm thinking. We booked a fantastic magician for my son's 4th birthday, okay? The kiddos loved him. It just so happens he's a member of a brotherhood of magicians, okay? So we hire the whole roster, bring them to the museum, and have them make our janitors disappear.
15 points to the Director of Visitor Engagement.
As you all know, we missed out on our financial goals for the year. Our revenue's down. I had this thought. Instead of paying our staff, how about they pay us for the privilege of working here?
Agreed. You can't put a valuation on the prestige of working at a world-class institution like this. Do our employees really need an income? Shouldn't we be focused more on outcomes, as in making sure all our visitors have the best experience possible? Here's what I'm thinking. On payday, employees get a giant check. Instead of selfishly keeping their salary, they'll each choose one visitor to surprise with a windfall.
How about you, Art Cop? We haven't heard from you yet. Care to share?
How about we pay our front of house staff a living wage and treat all employees with dignity and respect?
Art Cop, unfortunately, your response was lacking appropriate levels of corporate jargon. Just a general reminder to pivot and integrate real-world solutions into the discussion.
Just shoot me. An email? What? I'm disqualified? Why? Did I just get downsized? Here's a sad truth. Sometimes, despite taking all the proper precautions, through no fault of any of our hardworking, diligent security guards, artwork is damaged. Maybe a docent tripped over a stanchion and face-planted into a Picasso. Maybe a kid stuck bubblegum on a French tapestry. Maybe an art handler dropped a Dali during deinstallation. For today's game, each athlete has been assigned a damaged work of art. The goal is to repair the art as fast as possible. This is a sprint, not a marathon. You're probably familiar with the last gold medalist, Cecilia Jimenez, who worked miracles on the Etcha Homo fresco. She's a personal hero of mine. I hope I can attain a similar level of greatness today. Our victim is a bronze patina-coated male, approximately 149 years old. Cause of death appears to be blunt force trauma to the head. Surveillance video confirmed a hit and run. A kiddo rammed her stroller into the pedestal. Force of impact launched that sculpture into orbit, and gravity did the rest. We'll begin by assessing the x-rays I developed earlier. I know Rodin was renowned for his hyper-realistic portrayals of the human body, but this is next level. You can see bones. These scans clearly show an enlarged heart. And is that cerebral edema? That would be consistent with head trauma. Wait, no, it's just a really big brain. Big heart, big brain. Our victim was clearly smart and caring. In fact, hold on. Okay, well, this is slightly embarrassing to admit, but it seems I accidentally x-rayed myself. I'll have to do more x-rays and... Time's up already? But I haven't even hammered out the dents yet. I may have lost this game, but there was a clear winner today. All of you. Well, I was clear. You were the winner. What I'm trying to say is, all those folks out there complaining about how security needs to be more transparent, well, you saw right through me. Whew, keep going, Art Cop. You can do this. Push through the pain. My fingers. I can feel the blisters forming. I've officially knotted a friendship bracelet for every Art Museum Games athlete. I really wanted to embrace a positive mindset before beginning our next competition, conflict resolution. Now, as the art cop, I am universally beloved. I conflict with no one. But sometimes my coworkers are jealous of my symmetrical features and comedic timing, and they conflict with me. Think of the moon orbiting the sun. Occasionally, the moon feels the need to eclipse the sun, which is temporary and weird for everyone, but definitely a spectacle. So the rules of this game are simple. You sit down with your conflict partner and mediate until the issue is resolved. Fastest arbitration wins. The odds-on favorite to win this event is Betty from Human Resources. I have a lot of respect for Betty as a competitor, and the HR department as a whole. Security and HR have a lot in common. After all, we're both here to protect and serve. We protect the art, HR protects us, and all the workers employed by the museum. We both enforce the rules. No, you can't touch the art. No, you can't touch that employee because that's sexual harassment and now you're fired. I think it goes without saying that HR and security are known for being chill and popular. Now, I've modeled my game after the boa constrictor. I'll be employing the hug it out strategy. Basically, you just want to give that conflictee a tight squeeze until they feel the love. I'll be partnered with Janice today. She's been an art cop for 48 years. We had what I would call a heated argument. Janice insists on keeping the thermostat at 58 degrees. Well, at 58 degrees, art copsicle becomes art popsicle. Watch as I demonstrate the awesome power of the boa constrictor mediation style. Janice, I understand that you are a cold person at heart. My hope is we can compromise and raise the thermostat a couple, or 14, degrees.
Hands off! Don't touch! No!
And that's another thing. We need to talk about your approach when a visitor touches the art. You can't just shriek, hands off, don't touch, no. If we just wanted screaming, we'd install proximity alarms.
Arbitrate this, bitch!
Were you wearing this bedazzled leotard beneath your blazer this whole time?
Welcome to the Thunderdome. 2 art cops enter, only 1 leaves. In this corner, we have Janice, the Lifer. She survived 17 rounds of layoffs, 5 directors, and 38 HR complaints. In the other corner, Art Cop, the Skull Crusher.
Actually, I'm a pacifist, so...
And Art Cop is flattened like a pancake.
She just got steamrolled by 48 years of experience. Jim, how do you come back from that?
I don't think that you do, Bob. I think Art Cop's clocking out early today. And Art Cop goes down again.
There's the 2 weeks' notice.
What do you think of Art Cop as a potential candidate for victory?
Unfortunately, I think there are a lot of gaps in her resume.
Nice escape of the headlock there, Bob. Art Cop refuses to be pinned down.
Well, Jim, that's where her chronic indecisiveness and conflict avoidance really comes into play.
And she's overseen a few evacuation drills in her day. She knows a thing or two about quick escapes.
Are we looking at a comeback here? Can Art Cop rally?
Nope! Down she goes!
3, 2, 1. Janice is our undisputed champion.
Don't worry about Art Cop, folks. We've got HR professionals standing by, ready to assist in filing for workers' comp.
Let this be a lesson to you, Art Cop. You ever try to touch my thermostat, and I'll glare at you so hard you'll need sunglasses.
Woo! Talk about a hostile work environment.
Down goes Art Cop again. This time tackled by a horde of museum lawyers.
Well, Jim, we're getting a sneak peek of the strengths of the HR team. Rugby, football, wrestling, martial arts. Expect HR domination in any event with live tackling.
Staying true to their departmental slogan, Human Resources. We tackle people, not issues.
I'm okay. Fresh baked baguette. I'm carbo loading for our next event, the 25-meter dash. This competition combines the non-stop exhilaration of Olympic speedwalking with the undeniable thrill of whack-a-mole. As you can see, we're in a replica gallery space. Note the realistic reproductions on display. When the whistle blows, we'll wait for our STI to be transmitted. That's simulated touching incident, by the way. Basically, a giant foam finger will drop down from the ceiling and touch one of these reproductions. Each athlete will race to their reproduction as fast as possible and whack the foam hand away with a comically large mallet. Rule: no running. We must maintain the decorum befitting the #1 ranked tourist attraction in our city, as awarded by TripAdvisor.com. Rule: no whacking your competitors with the mallet. I'm what you might call a ringer. Since this is what I do every day of my life, minus the mallet, I'm the gold medal favorite.
Athletes, on your mark. Get set. Go!
Oh no, I'm getting a stitch in my side. Probably from the 3 baguettes I ate, plus the pound of spaghetti, and the instant mashed potatoes, and the bag of potato chips, and oof. Here we are, in front of a reproduction of a Keith Haring masterpiece. Note the foam finger gently caressing the canvas. A quick high five with a mallet, swing! And now we just have to speed walk to the finish line and graciously accept the gold medal. Oh, don't slow up now, Art Cop. You're a meter away from Olympic glory. Whew. We'll have to wait for the official results, but I felt fast. Might be a new world record.
In third place, Marcus from Conservation. In second place, Gail from Marketing. And in first place, with a new world record, Jasmine from Collections Management.
What? Shut out of the podium? How is that possible? At the Olympic trials, I had a 5-second advantage over Jasmine. My time today was 0.3 of a second faster than the record I set last month. Pull yourself together, Art Cop. WWSD. What would Stan do? Truthfully, Stan would jump up on the winner's podium and refuse to budge. That might be frowned upon as an act of poor sportsmanship. How about a more useful acronym? WWMD. What would M do? M would observe the podium finishers whispering conspiratorially near the finish line and eavesdrop from the bushes.
Oh, Art Cop! We didn't see you eavesdropping in the bushes.
Just thought I'd stop by and congratulate you all. And... is that coffee breath?
Of course not. Everyone knows coffee is a performance-enhancing drug in the workplace, and as such is a banned substance as outlined in Article 9, Section 17 of the Official Art Museum Games Regulations.
Jasmine, are you fanning yourself with $100 bills?
We definitely didn't bribe the officials to tell us in advance which reproduction would be touched. Okay, maybe we did. But we were just trying to be proactive. Isn't that the whole point of security? Maybe you'd have fewer touches in the galleries and fewer damaged artworks if you asked people in advance which paintings they were planning on touching.
Does integrity and sportsmanship mean nothing to you? How could you violate the sacred interdepartmental cooperation of the Art Museum Games? You should be ashamed.
By the power vested in me by the National Endowment for the Arts, I hereby disqualify these 3 participants from the Art Museum Games.
They've just been shown a pink slip. They'll have to clean out their desks.
We may be out of your little games, Art Cop, but there's one race we'll always win. The rat race.
Art Cop, you are now the official gold medal winner and new world record holder for the 25-meter dash.
This is a dream come true. This victory belongs not just to me, but to everyone who ever touched a work of art at the museum. You helped prepare me for this grueling event. You honed my reflexes. You put that extra pep in my step. I wish I could invite you all up onto the podium with me, but we'd need a podium roughly the size of Antarctica to hold everyone. Just know this. You touched the art. Please don't ever do that again. But you also touched me. Thank you.
Congratulations, Art Cop. Your name will go down in history with the Olympic greats. Michael Phelps, Usain Bolt, Simone Biles, and Art Cop.
Thank you, sir. You know, as I'm standing here, I'm realizing this medal is awfully exposed. Anyone could walk up right now and snatch this precious gold medal from my neck while I'm deliriously giddy and thus inattentive. I need to be guarded. According to museum security guard bylaws, in the event of an emergency, I have the authority to deputize any random citizen if there is an imminent and credible threat. Excuse me, Mr. Chairman?
Yes?
I need to impress you.
Whoa. I really don't need you projecting your daddy issues on me. Take that to the therapy games.
That's not what I mean.
Art Cop, let me share some wisdom with you. You are a human being, not a human doing. You don't need to justify your existence or prove your worth by winning medals. Thankfully, because you really suck at winning medals, put aside Art Cop, be our cop. As in, you are enough cop.
Thanks. I feel very affirmed. Let's affirm you next. Repeat after me. I, Mr. Chairman.
I, Mr. Chairman.
Affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties and responsibilities of an art cop.
Affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties and... Wait, what am I agreeing to?
I vow to work at least 80 hours a week. I voluntarily waive my right to any breaks during my shift. I vow to limit my blinking to 20 times or less per day. I vow to...
Yeah, I'm not agreeing to any of that. Plus, it's time for the closing ceremonies. So, if you'll excuse me... Welcome to the closing ceremony of the 2026 Art Museum Olympic Games. Today, we gather to celebrate what has been an incredible display of interdepartmental cooperation. We celebrate the bonds which have been strengthened, the friendships fostered, and the indomitable will of the modern office worker. It is incumbent on every athlete here to carry forward the Olympic spirit into your daily 9 to 5. I challenge you going forward to do even more for this beloved company without any expectation of a pay increase, because that is the true meaning of these games. We don't come to work every day for a shiny medal or to be recognized for our efforts. Remember, hard work is its own reward. Maybe, if we have a budget surplus at the end of the fiscal year, we'll throw a pizza party to celebrate our cherished employees. Maybe.
Hey you! Are you Art Cop?
This is she.
Will you sign this?
No autographs, please. Oh, but of course, I make exceptions for the youths. Being a role model, inspiring the next generation of art cops, it's why I do what I do. Kid, if you work hard and stay in school, you too can make minimum wage and get shouted at by the general public when you politely ask them to stop touching priceless works of art. Now, how long have you wanted to be an art cop?
Ew, gross. No, I got caught smoking weed behind the bleachers, and I need a law enforcement officer to sign off that I've been counseled.
Oh. Well, that's that. The Olympic cauldron has officially been extinguished. Time to go back to work.
Wait, what? You don't even get the rest of the day off?
Ah, you're still here? Why would we? There's 2 whole glorious hours left in the workday.
If you were serious about inspiring the younger generations, you'd burn the system down.
We call that arson, which is highly illegal.
Whatever.
One day, maybe you'll be fortunate enough to work at the #1 ranked tourist attraction in this moderately populous Midwestern metropolis, as awarded by TripAdvisor.com.
I hope TripAdvisor is paying you for all this free advertising.
Well, no.
Lady, what is wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm not very good at marketing. I didn't medal in any of the marketing games.
Please don't cry.
I let everyone down. My art cop ancestors, my security brethren, the guy who does my oil changes, definitely my parents, the Dalai Lama, everyone.
Yikes. You can't even win the disappointing your parents competition. I've got the gold medal there.
See, I'm just a loser. There's even talk of a performance improvement plan for the next games.
They're just games, right? Shouldn't you be at the museum? That's what matters. Don't you, point people to the bathroom? We all use the bathroom. Super important.
It is. It is important. I'm important. Wait a second. You're just telling me what I want to hear.
No, I'm not. You're super inspirational, okay? You inspired me. I promise I'll actually go to class tomorrow. No hooky. Just please stop crying.
I did it. I prevented teen truancy. I am a worthy art cop. I reached the youth of America. I spoke, and the enigmatic teen soul responded.
Whatever. Art cop?
Yes?
Please stop following me.
I'm not following you. I'm leading from behind. Wow, I really should have taken gold in that policy proposal game. Hey, do you want to hear all 53 verses of the Security Department National Anthem?
Absolutely not. Why are you still following me?
Take me to your fellow youths, so I can proselytize.
What if a tiny tot is touching a Tiffany tiara?
You're right. The youths of America can wait. Stand back, angsty teenager. I don't want you to be injured by the shockwave when I start speed walking.
I'm bracing myself.
I'm fast.
Look at you go.
I took home gold in the 25-meter dash. And so our heroine speed walks towards her destiny. And though she only got the gold once at the games, she has a heart of gold. And that's worth... Let's see. The average human heart weighs about 9 ounces times the current gold exchange rate as of August 1st, which is $3,300. So, quick math here. About $29,700. Right. And that's why our heroine is getting her ass to work pronto, because that's not going to cut it. You know, sometimes I wish I hadn't chosen the comedy genre. Too lighthearted. Think of how much I could increase my net worth if this was a tragedy. With a heavy heart, I could probably fund my early retirement. But like I told that angsty youth, I'm not in this for the money. My heart's in the right place, which was confirmed today via X-ray. Oh, I'm on pace for a 40-minute mile, and the art museum is 3 miles away. Okay, art cop, kick it into gear or you won't arrive until after closing. If you don't hurry, you'll miss the opportunity to work the last few hours of the day. Jerry, can I get an assist? Maybe a sound effect to speed me on my way? Really? A gerbil? Can we get something a little faster? A whale? Jerry, I'm starting to get the feeling you don't want to work the rest of the day, and that makes me sad. Yes, you. Now you're just being passive-aggressive. You're right. I meant that to sting. But you've been working hard, and I appreciate that, Jerry. You can leave early for the day. Just play me off first. Something fast, like a gazelle. What do you mean there's no gazelle sound effect? Fine, I'll do it myself. I'm a gazelle! A leaping, prancing, graceful gazelle. Leap, leap, sprint, sprint. Gazelle, gazelle! Hi everyone, Art Cop here. After a lengthy hiatus, I'm so glad to welcome you back for Heist Season 2. Just like last season, full episode transcripts and credits can be found on my website, heist-podcast.com. More episodes forthcoming. Hopefully, if you've made it this far through the credits, you'll take that as a promise rather than a threat. Thanks again for listening, and I hope to share the next episode with you soon.